$120 million in federal funding is on the line for New York State. Early this year, fact finder Pat Bailey revealed cash from state-issued debit cards meant for food assistance was being withdrawn from bars, strip clubs, and gambling sites with no oversight, really. State lawmakers tried to address the issue, but the Assembly failed to act. As Pat shows us tonight, if the state doesn't act by February, food could be taken away from those who need it the most.
I only get about $100 and something a month.
To buy food?
Yes.
This is Willie, an unemployed Vietnam vet who relies on food pantries and a monthly deposit into his EBT account.
What do you use your EBT card for?
My food.
But not everyone with a state-issued EBT card is believed to be as responsible. With the help of state records, we showed you how there is little oversight into this program. Here's what we know about the EBT program based on state records that I received through a Freedom of Information request last year. Hundreds of thousands of transactions were made at grocery stores like this one, like the program is meant for. But we also know there were hundreds of withdrawals from bars and strip clubs and even gambling facilities like this OTB right next door on Central Avenue. What we don't know, what nobody knows, is where the money was used after it was withdrawn.
That's the scary part. That's where we have to get the limitations on what you can use your public assistance cash for.
Senator Betty Little was one of a dozen Republican senators who just this year called for a crackdown on the EBT card program. They stood together and passed a bill preventing these cards from being used in bars and strip clubs. They said our report opened their eyes.
You actually went into places and found where they were defrauding the system. That inspired me to actually put in the legislation.
That lack of oversight could now cost New York $120 million. That's because part of the Federal Jobs Creation Act of 2012 contained a stipulation that read, states will lose funding if they don't enact policies to stop abuse. Specifically, the federal law states cards can't be used in bars, strip clubs, or gambling facilities. The Office of Temporary and Disability Assistance oversees the program. They told me through an email back in February they're working administratively with other states to address the problem here in New York. Well, since then, I've called them several times and sent them several emails, but all of those emails and phone calls have gone unreturned.
OTDA, have you heard from them?
No, I haven't, no.
I haven't either. You find that suspicious at all?
I think they're waiting to see what we're proposing.
Lawmakers say the state cannot afford to make up the $120 million difference, calling it a potential big blow to those who use the program, like Willie.
How's that make you feel?
Like an idiot. You know, like somebody's getting over on me. Well, it's obviously unfair.
Reporting in Albany, Pat Bailey, CBS 6 News.